What are you laughing at?
I love it. Tasteless.
Oh,
I love
look at this.
First off, the pylon placement, that's what I was laughing at, but then I saw the forge queue up. And this is a barracks outside.
Oh my God.
He is going to win game 1.
Oh!
He's going to win game 1, dude.
Perfectly placed pylon,
Oh, yeah,
too.
no, he has this prepped. Is there any way to lose this?
I don't think so.
He's cannon rushing a Terran player, which we know that it technically can happen, but usually it never happens.
Yeah, usually on ladder.
My God.
So cannons here. I think he'll throw a pylon up there.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised that Maru proxied on the map, but this is really actually quite brilliant when you consider how known Maru is to do proxies on the map, to try something that's essentially very risky, but at the same time, if the dice roll in your favor, then you're just going to win the game. Now, keep in mind, keeping the probe alive is essential here.
Yes.
So he already lost 1 probe, and Maru's being pretty smart tactically by trying to dive these SCVs.
Just starting these cannons, he's won the game. Like, there's no way for him to lose from here, I would say, right?
This is so crazy.
Maru has a Reaper that just popped out. Does a Reaper beat 5 cannons?
Well, there's got to be a cannon in the main as well, right?
I'm certain he started one.
I'm 1,000% sure. There it is. Now, it's going to be a little bit late, but I don't think that will...
You can't even get the SCVs out of the main base, Tasteless.
Yeah.
You can't even do that. Look at this. He's like trying to make a factory over there.
Well, I think you can get maybe 1 or 2, but...
Yeah, maybe if you drill them, you get like a couple out, but...
I'm not even familiar with how much, what the feel is of a Reaper doing damage to a building making, because we never get to see it.
Oh my God.
Oh, they actually get out a little bit.
All right, well, he actually gets out way more than
Yeah, I thought.
But anyways, this has been...
Now, here's what you can do from here. You can make a cannon on the high ground over where the CC's landed.
Yeah, that would be true. Did he get to fully deny the factory? I guess he did not.
No, which is actually a fairly big deal.
Okay, is there any way for Maru to win this from this
of all people in the world that could win it, I think Maru is the person. Okay, so he's going to make a gateway on the low ground. I think he wants to make 1 Stalker and start to poke at the SCV's mining.
And I'm sure a Cyclone is going to be what Maru's looking for here.
Had Prince completed the wall, blocking that mule off as the SCVs and the mule were snaking around the initial pylon wall, we would already be going into game 2.
Yeah.
Now, this is one of the things about great players is they've definitely had to deal with exactly this kind of situation before. This isn't like it's Maru's first time being cannon rushed.
Well, his experience with it has to be like 1,000,000 times less than Prince's.
Right.
You know, because Prince obviously practiced to do this to Maru. And, I mean, as far as I know, Maru doesn't practice on the North American server, so I don't know if he's actually hit this very much, you know?
He is going to take out this gas, but, cannons are going to finish here again.
Dude, that 1 cannon. Look at the way he's moving the probe, even. That patrolling SCV does not see it.
Now, he can get a bunker in range here. I'm actually surprised he's not making it a little bit closer, but in range of the Nexus.
I think he just needs something to run back to. He's actually, like, does he have a Cyclone coming right? Yeah, look at this. He's just going to kill the... That's, like, great. Better start making a shield battery or something.
I think he's going to lose. I think Prince is actually going to lose now.
Prince will lose this? Well, now that there's a Cyclone in there, maybe you're right.
Already been one of the crazier games this year. Yeah, he's going to get the Nexus, and there's not 400 minerals yet.
Oh my God. This is exactly what we need. Okay, what's he recalling, actually? A Stalker. A very red Stalker.
Okay, something weird happened there because...
I think he did it on purpose. I think the SCVs surrounded it, basically.
Oh, I see.
But look at this.
This is this third base being
What a fool I was to think that Maru would lose to a cannon rush when he had nothing.
There's so much of a butterfly effect feel in this game. I mean, had he gone back and actually locked out those workers, I think there wouldn't have been the capital to do this, but Maru is a very good player.
Oh, he's going to lose that Stalker now?
No.
Oh my God, it makes it out. Oh, he's surrounded! Oh, but it got out! It got out! Prince has like no probes now. Did he make a flying unit? Because he made a Stargate. No, I guess he did not. Oh God.
That's it. GG, Maru takes game 1.
playing like Maru is not going to be easy. Oh my god, look at this. Prince is bringing the cheesiest of cheese.
I love it.
Charge right off the bat.
Let's also keep in mind, I think if you're Prince, you're taking this one game at a time, one day at a time, right? I mean, you're just trying to do whatever you think is best against your opponent. And Maru's the only Terran in this group. And then Maru is probably going to be the first player to advance out of this group. So the odds that Prince is going to have to face him more than 2 or 3 games here is pretty low.
As far as I'm concerned, Tasteless, Prince is about to be 2-0 against Maru. Okay.
Yeah, this is a moral 2-0.
Yeah,
a moral victory.
Well, I wouldn't call it moral because morally,
this is an amoral victory.
Yeah, this is an amoral victory. But
oh
well,
no,
that right there is painful. That was like a totally unneeded let-in, I would say, right? Unless this was some sort of bait and he really wanted it in.
No, I don't think
but
so.
But as soon as does he identify that there's one on gas there?
I think Maru would definitely see immediately.
Let's see if he starts a bunker. If he starts, oh, he saw so
there's
many
so much. Yeah, there's enough evidence here that it should be clear that there's a big attack inbound.
Building placement seems pretty good against charge, doesn't it? A little bit less good now. It was like a full wall there for a moment.
So Zealot charge is going to finish, and then this Warp Prism is going to be here. And this is where the damage is going to, it has to be done now. I'm sorry, what did he just cancel there?
Bunker.
Oh, okay. I'm a little bit worried now because we see the Marines going down the ramp.
Well, let's see if he can get on top of that siege tank. He actually goes right in on top of the SCVs, so he'll definitely kill quite a few of those. His Stalker's not being microed well at the moment.
Is he gonna get that one tank?
Doing some work. Yeah, he gets the siege tank. He's killed
Another
10
warp
SCVs.
Now, if these Marines can actually target down that Warp Prism, it seems like the SimCity, though, of these structures really interferes with the path.
It's really, really good. There's no question about that.
Is he going to kill him?
Prince is still microing quite frantically here, trying to get his Zealots in on top of something.
I do want to point out he's on top of production here, or he was a second ago.
We just saw also a stop position there on the SCVs, and that screwed up the AI of the Zealots there, so he lost a lot of potential damage, and now he loses the Prism as well.
Okay, he needs
you can see he's having
better.
a hard time against these SCVs just stopping. This is really kind of funny to watch, because Prince is actually bringing builds that should kill Maru, and then Maru is just like, oh, I'm just better than you.
Yeah, for the uninitiated, if you have SCVs on attack move, then the Zealots will auto-target them. But if you put them on stop, then the Zealots try to move around them.
Yeah, so he actually lost a huge amount of damage there through that. I mean, a good hold, but that was still a lot of damage.
I mean, it's 18 workers right now to 48. So Prince, once again, has put himself into, on paper, an unlosable position. All it would require from here is proper execution. I should actually say perfect execution. But let's see if he can do it. I mean, I'm a little bit dumbfounded that we're having people plan this well. A player like this, I should say, plan this well.
Well, that's exciting about him for the future, I have to say.
I see how he got into GSL. That much is clear now. This guy knows the right builds to pick.
Well, this is especially cool because the level of prep that we're seeing in these 2 builds already this is like SOS level prep stuff where you're like, what? Are we doing that in GSL Codas? What? And again, truly, this feels like it's a 2-0 right now for Prince.
Yeah.
Of course, it might end up being a 2-0 for Maru, but are we going to count that truly?
No, not. All right, Maru taps out.
Maru going into a factory now. So, and this is what I think you should see out of Maru. I think that he should go a little bit tech-heavy early on here and maybe try to do a bit of harassment, which is also going to give you reconnaissance against Prince. Look at this, right? Prince is going into Stargate. He's just making a couple of deps. So this looks like a pretty darn standard opening. So if you cheese your opponent hardcore twice, if you think about it, right, a Terran player gets cheesed hard twice. What you want to do is take some of the randomness of build orders out early on, get yourself a little bit more tech, give yourself a few more options, some more scouting intel, some potential to deal damage to your opponent, and that's exactly what Maru's doing. But if Prince opens with a slightly more defensive macro-esque opening like this, just expansion into Stargate, Like, if the medvac comes, what if he starts a Phoenix here? Oracle, but you get my drift, right? Like,
Sure.
you're gonna be much. It's gonna be much easier to defend things.
So important.
Yeah.
And so this is really why a best of 3, best of 5, best of 7 is so necessary to decide who advances here. So we have the Hellions coming in now. This Oracle's not going to be able to kill this that easily. Already 8 kills. It picks up 2 of the Hellions.
Yeah,
and
he's going to drop it again for sure. He's just trying to use up a lot of energy here on the Oracle.
Okay, the very last second drops that out. Kills off 11 probes.
Yeah.
Which puts them at about even. Now we've got the Forge coming. Protoss is going to tech up in a very normal fashion. Albeit, you know, lagging behind slightly where the Terran is getting developmentally.
It's a cool looking Phoenix, man. They're all dancing.
Well, there's a couple that are chill dancing, and there's one that's bugging out. He's going crazy. He's got different music playing inside that Phoenix.
Look at this Maru making a couple turrets at home. Moving out with this little push.
Yeah, the push is coming.
The push looks scary.
He's pocketed a tank inside the medevac.
Oh, no. He doesn't have any idea.
Oh, he actually misses this with a scout, too. That's really too bad because
this is going to appear.
Sometimes, yeah, this will happen to Protoss is where if they don't scout it, suddenly there's just tanks in siege mode and everything's set up perfectly right outside the position that they would have liked to have tried to engage.
His army cannot stop this. He's got Phoenixes and 3 Adepts.
This may flatten Prince here.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that bunker. That's dirty. Look at that. You can't even get over to the ground army now.
Oh my God, the mine hits just insane.
I think this bunker's still going to finish as well.
Well, it looks like
never mind.
Yeah, it gets picked
save
off,
it,
but
I don't think it matters. This game is over.
Yeah, it's super duper over. Oh my God.
One gateway goes down. Vikings landed. This should be the killing blow. Keep in mind that this is also blocking off probes from transferring to the 3rd. GG.
All right. Well, this was an exciting series from Prince. Maru wins.